Hello, internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Hello. Welcome to episode 1 of new podcast. Me and this lad. You should know him by now if you've been on my channel. Mostly because number 1, he's my editor. Number 2, he's in my live streams. And it's high five. And I'm Chris. But welcome to episode 1 of our podcast. We're calling it Hot Tea. I have no idea why.
Why?
Hot Tea basically is a podcast where me and High Five are going to ramble. But instead of just rambling for literally no reason, now there is a reason. Content. That's about it.
Wait, are we gonna invite Candace into the podcast one day?
No. No, we will not. But he's basically gonna be editing the podcast and I'll be animating it, which is probably a lot harder than editing, but I like drawing, so fudge you.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna be talking about, and we probably never will know. So
drugs.
Drugs. This is fantastic.
How do we feel about drugs?
I've taken a drug once. I actually have. When I was 12, my cousins were, doing the drugs, and they were like, 15, 16, 14, whatever. Basically, they peer pressure me into doing things like cocaine and smoking. I didn't like it, actually.
Oh, God.
And when I mean peer pressure, I mean good. They didn't pay any fucking attention to me. And I was like, well, I'm at my grandma's to see them because they live at my grandma's. So I was like, I'm at my grandma's to go see them, and they're not even paying attention to me. Might as well do the things that they're doing, and hopefully think that they think I'm cool. And I did one cigarette, or I smoked one cigarette, and I instantly didn't like it. I also vaped. That was pretty cool, but I kept on coughing afterwards, and honestly, I don't know, nicotine isn't for me.
Yeah, I've actually tried to vape once too.
From what I've heard, it gets better the more you do it, but no, I don't want to.
Yeah. It's better not to just not smoke in general.
You know how people are saying, oh, well, vaping is way safer than smoking and can help with that, Thing is, the first 40 years that cigarettes were, existent, the doctor said that they were healthy. Oh, you broke a fucking bone? Here, smoke a cigarette. I'm not joking. And, I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
Is that why everyone's smoking?
Yeah, that's why everyone smoked back then. Because, doctor said it was healthy.
Dang.
So, who knows, maybe in 40 years' time, we will find that vaping is also not very healthy. And that's, my thought is, well, if you were already smoking and you're now vaping, and it's to stop smoking, and eventually you stop vaping, good on you! That's good! But if you're only vaping, and you never plan to stop doing it, then in 40 years you'll be a corpse! Although, if you do say that you probably won't stop smoking, mostly because of health reasons, because there are some people that are like, oh, I smoke so often that my doctor said if I stop smoking at this point, I have a more likely chance of a heart attack. Then drink black tea. Why did we get all sciencey all of a sudden?
I don't know.
I was gonna say drink black tea because black tea actually is proven to reduce lung cancer a bit. so.
Oh.
But yeah, which is ironic because this podcast is gonna be called Hot Tea. We're promoting ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
So high five. Anything else we should? I don't know. Have you done any drugs? Have you done a singular cocaine?
Nope. Not that I know of, really.
Not that I know of. So, school food, am I right? Well, what's your opinion? What's your
school
opinion?
Food?
Yeah, like what's your opinion on public school food?
Oh, it absolutely sucks, to be honest.
Yeah, there are very, very few good ones. One of them being Sloppy Joe's.
Like I mean. Oh yeah.
What do you think is good when it comes to public food for school?
You know, I think my most favorite dish from public school was this Salisbury steak that they had.
We only got those for Thanksgiving over here, sadly. At my school, we only got those for Thanksgiving. They were good though.
Oh yeah. Like I used to eat Salisbury steak for lunch in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit be bustin'.
Do you know what else be bustin' for elementary school food?
Oh, what?
The Sloppy Joes.
Oh yeah. I don't think my school's ever had Sloppy Joes.
Here's the thing. When I was little, we had Sloppy Joes in elementary school, and basically, I never ate them because little me thought, oh, they're too sloppy. And I only ate them in 5th grade. I'm like, wow, this shish is banging. And I'm like,
this shit's bussin'.
This shish bussin', damn. And I thought it was funny that younger me was like, oh, these are too sloppy. They're called Sloppy Joes. I always tried to eat them like a normal hamburger. And I even tried to eat them neatly with a fork and spoon. Little me was dumb. Little me was very dumb. He had no brain.
Wait, who's Joe? Wait, no,
Joe
don't
Mama.
answer that,
No. Were there any other good public school foods that you thought?
Let's see. No, I don't think so. I think that was just
all
it.
The rest of them sucked.
Yep.
What was
they all sucked.
What was your least favorite school public food?
I gotta say the mac and cheese and the nachos.
Okay, funny thing about the mac and cheese is I puked the first time I had public school mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It sucks.
You know, actually, if you notice, literally when you get school mac and cheese, if you wait for a while, it will literally turn back into solid cheese.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It turns back into solid cheese, and so does the nacho dip for when you get nachos. The cheese dip just turns into solid.
Here's the funny thing. For some odd reason at my elementary school, they had a nacho day, which I thought was hilarious. And 9 times out of 10, I'd always get the specific bowl of nachos, and it's the only one in line, like the only one in the area with this problem. But it was already a block, which is upsetting to me. But yeah. What else? I personally hated the green beans. I think public school is the reason why I hate green beans now.
Yeah. Honestly, one of the best part about, I'd say, lunch at school is, you know those like stands where they have like popcorn and chips that you can like buy and like slushies?
Yeah.
Yeah, my middle school had that. That was like the best.
Do you know what was awesome about my middle school? Or at least the only thing that's awesome, because everything else was absolute garbage. The fact that after school, almost every day, there'd be an ice cream truck just outside of the school waiting for the kids to get out. And the least thing he served was ice cream, ironically. He mostly served things like chips and Cheetos. One time,
Oh, yeah.
he even stocked up on literal bottles of hot sauce. I almost bought one.
Oh yeah, yeah, our ice cream trucks sell that too.
No, it was like one of the only things he sold. Every other ice cream truck in town sells, like,
Really?
normally mostly ice cream. But that specific truck was banking on the kids that got out, and the school allowed it. Granted, he never talked to, like, the principal or anything, but they allowed it.
Wait, he's only just selling hot sauce?
No. I freaking wish.
Oh.
He sold things like Takis and Cheetos and, well, bottles of hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't even like the, Mexican hot sauce, the stuff that over here in New Mexico we're used to, since, New Mexico has a lot of Mexico heritage, even though we hate Mexico. No joke, we do. But basically, we take a lot of inspiration from Mexico. We have, like, the natural, jalapeno hot sauces, or just, like, homemade, salsa. That's what we're used to. He gave us things like Tabasco. That's what he sold.
Oh.
My favorite, Tabasco. I bought, he also sold little bottles of Tabasco, which I thought was funny. I bought one of those, and I can't find it anywhere. It's just gone. If I can find it before this video comes out, I'll put a picture here. But yeah, he gave us little mini bottles of Tabasco. He well, of course, as I said, that's like the thing I most remember of him selling, but of course he sold normal things like chips, but Tabasco! What ice cream man sells Tabasco? So do you have any funny stories of middle school?
Not really.
Fair. I'm over here with the one time in elementary school where I walked into a kid rubbing shit on the wall. It was disturbing.
Wait, what?
I'm not joking. No less they were a kindergartner.
Oh.
He somehow got it on the ceiling.
Oh, God.
The janitor, literally, I saw him after school because I felt super bad for him. And he was literally crying when I walked in.
Oh my God. That poor man.
The poor janitor. He was literally crying when I walked in. And, I thought that was, so sad. And what kindergartner has a thought process of, oh, I'm gonna throw shit at the ceiling? And what kid is somehow able to make that much shit? Because it was so much.
Yeah, can we change the subject? You're gonna have to animate all of this,
Nah, I was just gonna animate us, like, sitting at a desk talking. So no.
Oh.
But yeah, sure. The other people that find the podcast, because you know how people like stuff like this, like podcasts like this, and animate like stories like this, the other people will have to animate it. Yes, I'm talking to you. Basically, another story I had in elementary school. Some kid was somehow able to exit the school during recess. Yeah.
Oh.
He went missing for a week. Guess where they found him?
Where?
They found him holding a cat in a garbage can.
Oh. Oh no, that's kind of sad.
Don't worry, he was only missing for like 3 days.
That's still kind of sad though.
Don't worry, later on they adopted the cat. This is very cute
I mean,
cat.
was he okay? He was gone for like 3 days. Did he have food or
yeah,
something?
he got food. He had a family-sized bag of Takis. At my elementary school, we had a weird obsession with Takis, and I still don't get it.
Yeah, same.
At your elementary school too?
No, actually my middle school.
Oh,
not elementary.
Well, the Takis thing kind of fell out in my middle school for some reason.
Oh, yeah, literally in middle school, you cannot have a bag of chips without one kid
being like, can
wanting
I have one?
some.
One time I saw a kid, well, it wasn't just some kid, he stole it from me. I had a bag of Takis because my mom bought a lot because she thought I liked them, even though they were okay to me, and still are. They're fine. I mean, they're not like my favorite chip, but you know, I was eating it, and this kid literally went up to me and was like, hey, can I have a Taki? I'm like, nah. Yeah, I'll bring you a bag tomorrow. And then he just grabbed my bag and up and ran. He booked it.
Oh.
So, another funny story I have. Okay, trying to remember exactly what the heck happened. I just lost the story. Where'd it go? I do not. Oh yeah, this story. At my school, we had clubs in my elementary school. You know, like every school does. We had like the Lego club, the Lego club, the Lego club, and the Lego robotics club, and also the computer club.
I think I was when I was in elementary school. I was in a chess club and some religious club.
Some religious club.
Jesus. Yes.
Oh, hail Jesus with their Legos.
My friend from one of my friends from elementary school talks me into joining the club.
What did he do? Say Jesus is gonna kill you if you didn't? You're gonna go to hell?
Yep. Basically something like that.
Jesus wouldn't be very happy if you didn't join. We did have a religious club at our elementary school, but all they did there was draw and do other things. They didn't do like Bibles or anything. Cause remember, this is elementary school.
Yeah.
But do you know what else? Basically, in elementary school, we had clubs, as I said, but that's not the full story. We didn't, so kids were making unofficial clubs, and sometimes they'd make them into official clubs, the school themselves, like the art club. I was literally one of the founding people of the art club. I'm pretty sure they disbanded it once, school ended, for that semester, which is sad, but yeah, I was, art club. What happened was there was an unofficial club called the Bug Club, or the Bug Home Club, I believe it was called. Where, you know, kids would go outside and make little quote-unquote homes for bugs. It was, and they'd capture some of them and just put them in the hole. This thing got so out of hand and so big, they didn't try to make it into an official club because, you know, they literally hid bugs in their desk sometimes, which is disgusting. But what happened was that it got so bad and weird that the school had to ban the Bug Club. And then, you know what happened? It didn't work! The Bug Club just scattered throughout the playground instead of one solid area, which is hilarious. And, we thought we were being gangsters, and we pretty much were, for little elementary school students. Breaking the rules and making homes for bugs. So we did that. And I joined the club, quote unquote. You had to sign a certificate that was drawn in crayon, which is great. saying that you would protect any bugs during any circumstances at any cost, and I did. And basically I was caught being in the bug club, and I got detention for being in a club about bugs. And the principal said I was gonna be a criminal one day if I kept this up. A criminal? What? A criminal that makes homes for bugs? Okay, but I did continue being in the Bug House Club after that. And basically, I have another story about the Bug Club. There was Cricket, and he was missing a leg, but he could still move and such, right? And I took special care of this Cricket by putting it in my desk. And I fed it school lunch. It died within a week. I remember the specific memory of feeding it some like donut filling from like lunch, you know, like the cream filling.
Yeah.
The cream filling, he messed with it so much, it somehow turned pink. And I tasted a bit of it. It tasted somehow more sugary and disgusting. So I just let him eat it, and that's the day he died. So, you know, I was still allowed in the bug club after that. Somehow. There was this specific thing that happened at the end, like the end of the year, where basically everyone was talking about, oh, what are we gonna do for the bugs after school ends? And they were thinking of breaking into the school and taking care of the bugs afterwards during summer. And I believe one of them did it once and never again. Yeah, it was hilarious. The next year, Bug Club did end.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. It was like third grade, I want to say. I want to say third grade. It was hilarious. Also, I remember this specific person from kindergarten. I believe his name was Cameron, and then there's this other dude, I forgot his name. They used to bully me a lot in kindergarten. One of the biggest examples in trauma for me was the time they pulled down my pants in front of everyone and said I did it myself.
Wait, what?
And the teacher believed them. I got not suspension, but like detention for quite a while. But Cameron was the main culprit of these bullying stuff, and this was in K1. Cameron moved away after K1 to Hawaii, from what I've heard. But the guy the other guy, I believe, at least if I remember correctly, this is the other guy, reached out to me on my Instagram. And, he was like, dude, you remember me from, insert elementary school name here? I'm like, yeah! You bully me! Another thing they did was, during, softball, or rugby or volleyball or whatever, we didn't have actual volleyballs. So we used the, bouncy rubber balls that, those ones. Dodgeball, from Dodgeball?
Oh, yeah.
Those ones? We used those as volleyballs, and he always, whenever he got the ball, he always punted me in the face with it. Even if I was on his team, he'd punt me in the face with it. And I literally said, dude, you punted me in the face with like a dodgeball ball during volleyball, and insert school name here. And he's like, oh yeah! I was like, I forgive you, just don't do that again, that was mean, and it also gave me trauma. He's like, yeah. And he plays guitar now. He was in my music club. And in music club, you got your own instrument, as in you had to buy your own instrument. I have always been passionate about music. I actually have been trying to write my own music, but there was a small problem. instruments are expensive. So we used a $30 guitar. I still have that guitar, and I want to get an actual professional guitar, but we have no money. So he plays guitar now, and he actually plays pretty damn well. If you're watching this video, hi, I'm sorry I forgot your name. Also, your hair looked ridiculous in elementary school. One time, he was talking to me about conspiring to steal something from the book fair. Because, well, he stopped bullying me after K1. He was just, like, one of my weird friends of mine that I didn't know if it was a friend or an enemy. So we talked a bit in elementary school, especially since we're in music club together. And one time he was conspiring to me about how we were going to steal a book from the book fair. What book was it? A cookbook. The ultimate crime. Do you have any... What book? A fucking cookbook. Do you have any weird memories of, like, a bully? Is my question.
Not really.
Cause in that kind of situation, you were either the bully or bullied. Or there's sometimes the people that were in the middle that just hang out and went to clubs and no one really, like, they had friends, but that's about it. There's this kid, his name is Cole. Yeah, I know, like, I'm giving out his name, it's just his first name, relax. I'm not gonna, like, dox him or anything.
You're doxing him! Why are you doxing him? I'm canceling you on Twitter!
But, there's this guy, his name is Cole. I forgot his last name anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But, Cole,
yeah.
Cole, for first grade, he said I was his long-lost brother. I went along with it. I pretended, yeah, the whole year we were friends and, you know, pretending that. And then second grade, he just stopped hanging out with me. I was like, so, like, what happened? Like, as a friend, like, he's like, hey, you just looked lonely in first grade. Thanks, dude. Thanks. He said I looked lonely. He said I looked sad and lonely. So, yeah. Also, let me tell you, the difference between elementary school and middle school is severely different. At least in my state when it comes to circumstances of depression. Because here's the thing, I've actually had depression for quite a bit of my life. Mostly because no one likes to pay attention to me, and I have anxiety about social stuff. I've pretty much had it since, I believe, 5th grade. It may sound like me, like, gloating, oh, I have depression. It isn't. It sucks. Depression, it's bad. I hate it. Sometimes you really, most of the time, actually, you don't want to get out of bed. You're like, what's the point? But here's the thing, and, let me tell you the difference, vastly difference of, severity about that in middle school versus kindergarten. Because as I said, my depression started about 5th grade. There was an art project, during a class where, I had a therapist by this point, by the way. Basically, where, you did a project with everyone, and, yeah, so we did that, and no one was paying attention to me. Again! They literally said, like, you had to, like, stack things like popsicle sticks and other stuff to make, like, a tower or something. I think my team was trying to make the Eiffel Tower out of toothpicks. Basically, so I hid under the table because no one was even listening to me, and one of them said, go away. So, nice teamwork there, number one. So I hid under the table, and then one of them hit hit their own leg on the table, and they blamed it on me because it almost knocked down their Eiffel Tower. So that happened, and they were all shouting at me, and I literally said once, I want to die. And one of my friends, he's still my friend today. He's an Xbox friend. His name is Asher. Asher, if you're watching this, you're an awesome dude. He was like, dude, stop. I think he's actually, like, sad. I was about to freaking cry because everyone was, well, you know, shouting at me. And he kind of told the art teacher, yeah, he even said he kind of just wanted to leave or just not be here at all. And the art teacher was like, well, that's a problem. And so I went home for the rest of the day. It wasn't suspension, it was time for you to see a therapist.
Oh.
And so that's what happened in elementary school. Something like that even happened in middle school. And this was actually the year I left that middle school because that middle school was very toxic in the first place. But there was an art class. I was really excited about it. The teacher loved me. I was actually her favorite student, which is ironic. And so yeah, that's the thing. So there was this very similar project, but it was this time with like paper squares, and you had to build a tower. There's something happened where everyone, I was like, oh, so like you can build a tower like this, and everyone was like, no, go shut up. And so I yet again hid under the table because I like small spaces. And someone literally banged their goddamn hands, being mad, like, this tower is angering me, and it banged it, and it knocked down the tower, and they blamed it on me hitting my head, trying to destroy it on purpose so I could get attention, and then I started crying.
Oh.
And I literally said, can y'all just go away? I literally said, I want to die, because... or like something like, I want every one of you to just go away and get away from me, and let me to die in this gosh darn corner. And the teacher heard that, and all that happened was she just let me stay during lunch because that's all she could do, which is sad. So
okay.
But basically so I forget what I was gonna say, but yeah, that's all she could do, which is really kind of sad and messed up. But you know how there's always a stereotype of the loud kid or something like that, like the comedian kid or something like that.
Oh yeah, the
quiet kid.
The classroom clown.
I was basically all of the gosh darn stereotypes mixed together into one primordial ooze of overloadedness. Because one day I could be happy and chipper and make puns out of everything, and everyone would be annoyed about it. Or one day I could literally just be sitting in the corner. I'm not crying or anything, I'm just sitting in the corner. But one time, it got, like, I was very popular. Not for exactly good reasons, mostly because I am chaotic. Or at least was. Still probably am. One time, how I got this thing and how I became so popular in my middle school is, I once, went on top of the fence somehow, which is very tall. I don't know how I did that. I stood there T-posing, shouting different names of cheese. It was great. Fucking cheese. It's fantastic, honestly.
Wow. Yes.
But that's kind of how I became popular. And the art kids resented me, even though, you know, my boy, I'm an art child. Or at least, still, I do art. I'm not exactly a child. But I was an art kid. The art kids resented me. Because I was chaotic. I just think that's funny. What else? I asked someone out, you know, before I kind of discovered that I'm gay. You know, stupid, you know, dumb middle school stuff. I was like, oh, look at that girl. Someone's like, oh yeah, she's hot. I'm like, literally, most of the time, anytime anyone says that, especially even now I do this, I'm just like, yeah, sure. And he was like, you should ask her out. So for the whole year, everyone was hyping me to ask her out. And I was just like, no. It's so dumb. And then, literally, someone told me then to take her out to the school dance. So I asked her, you wanna go to the school dance? Cause it was, you know, something. And she was like, yeah, sure. And literally, I was ignored the whole time. Which I'm kind of happy about, because then I wouldn't get this golden story. Basically, I was being ignored. I was sitting there eating my kid equivalent, or drinking my kid equivalent to beer, aka water. And I was just sitting there, and then fucking, you know, the popular songs back then, there was like, you know, Marshmello, other DJs that I don't know. I really only know Marshmello, please send help. There was like Marshmello songs, all the DJ songs that were popular. There was even Cake by the Ocean, which isn't a DJ song, by the way. But then fucking Smash Mouth's All-Star comes on. And I'm just like, yeah, this is my moment now, mostly because of Shrek. So I go on the dance floor and start dancing. No joke, this may sound super cliche, but I don't even know if I can come up with this myself. Everyone just surrounds me in awe of my Shrek dance moves. And even the girl that I asked to go to the dance with me was like, wow, he dances good. And then this little 5-year-old looking tiny piece of shit comes up to the dance floor and starts Fortnite dancing. Like he's trying to dance battle me or some shit. Everyone surrounds me and ignores him. Poor little shit. He was so condescending about it because he starts going up to the crowd like, hey, look at me. And then he got into the circle that was surrounding me. And, literally everyone's like, wow, you're, what? Everyone literally looks at this little kid in dismay, like, excuse me, but everyone here in this gosh darn room can floss. He literally was flossing. And then, no joke, I just, at the moment it said, like, you know, hey, no, you're an all-star for, like, the last verse of, hey, like, you know, all-star. I literally said, get the heck out of my swamp. And everyone just started repeating, get the heck out of my swamp. I think someone recorded it or something. And we just started cheering randomly, and someone started recording. So if anyone can find that, or the person that made that is watching it, please goddamn comment
that. Would be awesome. I want to see that.
It might show my face, but it's worth it. But of course, this is before I, like, you know, dyed my hair and actually, like, got puberty and stuff, so, you know. So I thought it was hilarious that get the heck out of my swamp.
Oh wait, what?
And then the kid, I was just tired of, like, dancing, and also All-Star was, you know, it finished. So I just went off back to the chairs and drank my beer water. And, this little kid took the stage by Fortnite dancing. And, if I remember correctly, he was Fortnite dancing to, Ariana Grande song, which, yet again, isn't a DJ song. I just, that whole situation was great. And, as I said, if anyone who recorded that, is watching this, please, for the love of God, upload it. It's amazing. Also, like, that kid at the end did destroy me with his Fortnite dancing. Mostly because I was literally just trying to inch away from that stage to the table and drink my water.
Yes.
So that was how our prom went. It was great.
Yeah.
Prom was fantastic. Wait. Because of All-Star. Don't even think All-Star is a DJ song either. None of the songs were DJ worthy. Starts playing beep bop beep bop beep ball.
Puppy Poppy.
Puppy Poppy.
Starts playing.
I'm kind of sad you don't really have any stories, but it's fine. I guess this
Oh yeah.
I guess this episode is about stories of school.
Yes.
Episode
Wait,
1.
actually, kind of on this topic. How about we talk about like school crushes and stuff?
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, did you have a crush on anyone in school?
You know, it's before we went to puberty and actually found out that we like someone, you know, before that stuff happened. I had like 5. It was stupid.
Oh.
Most of them were in elementary school. There was this kid named Carlos Baca. And his last name explains it all. He's super drag queen. I swear, if he's not a drag queen in this gosh darn moment, I'm going to be upset. Yes, I said his last name, but only because it's funny. Also, I've met like multiple Carlos Bacas in my life. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Wait, did you know that I actually had a girlfriend in kindergarten?
Who didn't? There is, that reminds me, in elementary school, or at least even kindergarten, there was these two quote-unquote couples, and you know, like, it was modern age, you know, like 2012 or something. It's dumb, because, you know, kids have access to the internet more, and they know lots of shit they shouldn't. And there's this kid with this couple. The girl had to move away, and the last thing the man said to the girl, or the boy said to the girl, was, "I want to hump you."
Oh no.
I'm just gonna leave that up to your imagination so YouTube doesn't demonetize us. It's not the F word, guys. It's what camels have. So don't worry, this kid wasn't cussing.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
This kid wasn't cussing, he just said what camels have, you know, like it's...
Oh. Yes.
And high five, don't heavily edit this, it's a podcast. Podcasts are supposed to be like an hour long.
Oh, yeah.
So don't heavily edit it, just like censor stuff, maybe get, like, chop out places where it's like personal info, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But back on crushes, I had a crush on this kid named Carlos Baca. I'm male. It's not obvious, I'd say, because of my voice and the fact that I don't show my face. But yeah, I am male. And basically, this kid named Carlos, this is an elementary school. We didn't know that there was like straight or anything. All we knew is that people liked people. I didn't even know that there was things like toxic straight people. I just knew that, I don't know, I'm allowed to like people. I didn't even know what gay was. What's a gay? So there was like, you know, stuff like that.
Wait, you're lesbian? I thought you were American.
Wait, you're lesbian? I thought you were... Beautiful. But as I said, there's like things like that. What should I say? So like I told Carlos Baca, reminder, this is elementary school, that I liked him, and he was like, and then walked away. He didn't even say anything else except. I was just like, I was whispering to him, I think I like you as a crush, and he's just like, and then he just walked away. Bye. I didn't think anything of it at the time. Here's the thing. There was a student or a person that I kinda had chemistry with, as much chemistry as you can as a fucking elementary schooler, which is basically none. But there's this person, her name was Raven. So like, something happened, I told her I liked her, and she's like, nah. And then so we continued being friends. And then in fucking winter, we were, you know, how it is in elementary school or really anything wintertime, there's ice everywhere, including the grass somehow. So everyone would go quote unquote ice skating. Where basically you just slid on the ice with your shoes. So we did that with Raven and Crab. Crab is a person that is also actively on this channel and one of my friends. Hi, Crab. You know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You bastard. You bastard person that always says you like to eat Lysol and Windex during my live streams, you weirdo. And says it's a personality trait. Says since you did it once, it's now iconic, even though this channel isn't even that big, so how would it be iconic? But basically, Raven, during the wintertime when we went quote-unquote fucking ice skating, she's like, I think I like you too back, and then she just put a chunk of ice on my head. She didn't, like, whack me with it, she just put a chunk of small ice, like, in my ear like it's a flower or something. My favorite ice! So we went weird ice skating and all that, and now I figured out I am gay. There is, City, I already told you about the quote-unquote fake crush I had in middle school with this person.
Yeah.
But, what else? I forgot. In
well, do you want to know a time that I had a crush on someone?
Yeah. You're like,
okay. Yeah. Okay. This was like in middle school, it was in middle school.
So.
I had a crush on this girl. Her name was. I'm probably gonna censor out the name in the editing.
Watermelon. Her name is what? Just say her name is Watermelon.
Yeah. I used to make fun of her name and I call her Watermelon. Yeah.
So her name is Watermelon.
Yes, but I actually thought that she was like really cute. But yeah, she was in 2 classes that I was in. It was math support and Spanish.
Fucking Spanish?
Yep, Spanish class.
Yeah, I remember now. We were forced to take a Spanish class in middle school. Were you forced to?
No, well, technically, yeah, but it was like an elective, but I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, we had an elective, but the only ones ever open is Spanish.
Oh.
The rest of them have like 16 sick teachers.
One embarrassing thing that I actually did in front of our Watermelon. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, like at the end of my art class, when I was walking out to go to my next class, Watermelon was actually right behind me, and I didn't know that. But my friend was also in front of me, and he didn't know that I was behind him. So basically, I wanted to do a little trolling, you know, and basically I grabbed my friend's backpack, you know, like the hook.
And stole it.
I grabbed. Nope, I just grabbed it and then yanked him back, but
he fell.
But when I did that, he fell onto me. And
I
accidentally fell back.
Tension.
Onto my crush.
Tension, sexual I was about to say gay sexual tension, but now it's just threesome.
No, wait, no.
Yes.
Wait, actually, he didn't actually fall. He tripped me.
He's like,
and I
bitch, stop. He's a tsundere.
And I fell into my crush.
He's a tsundere.
It was so embarrassing for me.
He's a
I was
tsundere.
like, oh shit.
Your best friend was a tsundere.
But
yeah. Something words.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, it was actually the Spanish class that we were walking to.
But yeah, school crushes. Elementary school, it's dumb. Why? I still have the hump thing in my head. One time I had this bully in first grade. Here's the thing. He was a sneaky little bastard. Basically, he acted like my friend in kindergarten. I asked him why he did that. And he literally said, even though he bullied me, he actually did tell me the truth, surprisingly, was, so he could know what's, like, new technology is and what's going on with trends of technology. I'm sorry, but we were 5. And Zev, if you're out there, just know I want to strangle you. I will strangle you, Zev. Zev basically was worst in first grade. As I said, in kindergarten he acted like my friend to, you know, gain knowledge of technology. But Zev over here, he's gangsta. He did that. What happened was, I believe he was just mean to me. Honestly, he was just a jerk. He literally said a cuss word to me in first grade. He was like, "You're an ass." It sounds dumb. But basically he did stuff like that. And I don't know. The story, so, like, you know, I don't know, okay, I give up. I don't know, I forgot what I was going to say. Zev was mean. He had a, trying to remember, I cannot brain today. Did you have any, said, like, I know I asked this before, but, how did you not have any school bullies?
Oh, wait, what?
How did you not have any school bullies?
Oh, I have.
Yeah. What were they? Any stories?
No, yeah, sure. There was a time where I was actually, bullied in kindergarten by these 2 kids. I know, no, actually, it was 3 kids. I only know the name of one of them. I'm probably not gonna say what his name is.
Yeah, fair.
But basically, I kind of forgot most of it. But, like,
fair.
basically, these kids just went up to me, and they said that they wanted a hug from me.
Oh no.
So you know what? Why not? Screw it. So I went to them to give him a hug, and he kept pushing me and kept asking for a hug.
Excuse me, I would like a hug while I'm shoving you into the wall.
Yeah.
Aren't you, like, super soft?
You know what? So you know what? I waited until he asked for a hug again. Then once he did, I kicked him in the freaking leg and I ran.
Well, you should have kicked him in the balls. Kick him in the balls.
I kicked him in the leg and I ran, and they chased after me.
Fair.
But I managed to hide from them.
Okay, good.
And actually, I told on them, after class or after recess.
Can I also?
And they got in trouble. So that was like a mission success.
It was a mission success. I have a story about a bully in middle school. His name is Jaden.
Oh.
Do not censor his name because he actually kind of deserved this. I don't care. He literally tried to kill me on multiple occasions. I don't care.
Really?
Yeah, no joke.
Oh my.
It was 6th grade. The guy named Jaden, he acted like my friend, and I was very conflicted about him because of what he did and what he said. He said, "Oh, look, it's my dude. It's Chris, Christian, my dude, child." I was like, "Yo, dude," and then he choked me. Almost every day.
Oh my god.
He literally tried to kill me.
Dang, that's not cool.
I didn't really tell my parents because, you know, my dad owns many hatchets and literally owns a gun, so.
Oh.
And he acted like my friend, quote unquote. The one time he was caught was the one time I fought back, and I got in trouble. Basically, he was choking me, and I somehow was able to bite him while he was choking me.
Oh.
The teachers, one of the teachers saw and thought we were horseplaying at first. Yes, horseplay, him choking me. So she saw that, and, I got in trouble, and so did he. The only reason why he got in more trouble was because he already got in trouble previously for skipping out on schoolwork and such. And that's the only reason why he got more time. My mom tried to fight, but even the vice principal couldn't change it. He's like, I would give him more time, but rules are rules, sadly. Literally, what he said, word for word. Jaden also, I didn't tell this to my parents because I know that if they heard this, that they would totally just go rampage. I also didn't tell the school because the one time I did tell the school was to my home teacher, and all she said was, "Oh, go fill out a bully form." This is past bullying. This is literally attempted murder. And he literally made me pass out.
Oh my god, really?
You know how choking first you pass out and then you actually die? He thought I was just dead.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow.
No one noticed that I was just laying there. Because at middle school, I was very sleep deprived, and usually I'd fall asleep in the morning when I first arrived on the bench because the vice principal allowed it. In fact, he encouraged me to because he knew I got no sleep and had insomnia at the time. I still do, but it's not as major. Basically, so he'd allowed me to sleep because I was very tired. And I usually didn't get any sleep, I just rested, which is good enough for me. So everyone probably thought I was just sleeping. Even though I only sleep during the morning. So he literally thought I was dead and just left me there.
Bruh.
I was passed out.
Oh my god.
So, as said, it's just very embarrassed about that because I didn't do anything. I really couldn't either. And when I told the teachers, they were just like, "Oh, fill out a bully form." This is literally attempted murder. And I did fill out a bully form once, and it got ignored. Saying that wouldn't happen in their school.
Man, to be honest, the American school system has sucked. It sucks. They don't do anything to prevent bullying.
Or just what happened to me. God.
Yeah,
I could have been
dead. They say that they do, but they don't.
Thankfully, from what I've heard, from the students themselves, the school I'm going to next has a very good bullying policy and doesn't really have bullying. Mostly because everyone there is the same kind of person because it's an art school. So, yeah. I should be good. But, I don't...
Okay.
Middle school was a mess.
Yeah,
and as I said, at this rate, I don't care if I say his name. He deserves whatever is coming. He thought I died. And at that rate, it doesn't really matter. I'm not saying go dox him, I'm just saying he doesn't deserve privacy. But his name was Jaden. And he had blonde hair, shaved, and he looked like a skinhead. I'm guessing you don't know what a skinhead is, high five.
No.
It's hard to explain, but the basis of it is it's kind of like a kind of punk rocker. Like they have their head shaved and stuff like that. My mom used to be one.
Oh, like a mohawk?
No, completely shaved. It's called a skinhead. All there is on your head is skin.
Oh. Like some emo stuff.
It's not exactly emo. It can be depending on the type, but my mom was one. My mom used to be one, which is funny.
Oh.
But as I said, he kind of looked like a skinhead. I also had a friend in that same year called I forgot his name. Andrew, I believe. I think. I am not sure. But Andrew, he also was friends with Jaden. He was my pretty much only friend during 6th grade or middle school in general, because Crab has been my friend for years. She's been, well, my best friend, or Crab and I had a falling out during middle school, mostly because she doesn't like to talk about this, and I don't even know what happened during her time. But she said she wishes she contacted me more because she would have gone and beat up Jaden. And I wouldn't doubt that, because in elementary school, she literally kicked to drop a kid who was quote-unquote bullying me. All he did was fake slap me. What, you didn't have to literally throw him into the air.
Wait, what?
Crab is a mad girl. Crab is crazy. She at least was. She's not as insane anymore. She likes to be chaotic, or at least say she's chaotic. She really isn't. She's super nice. I know I keep saying this, and it's probably gonna upset her, but she's just a marshmallow. Her brother is very annoying, though. Her brother is, although he can very much learn, and he's also as tall as me somehow, even though he's like 6 years younger, and that scares me, but you know. I am intimidated. But as I said, like, 6th grade wasn't best year. Jaden sucked, and as I said, Andrew was also friends with Jaden. We'd eat lunch, because as I said, I didn't know what Jaden was. I just hanged out with him, because he said I was his friend or something, you know, manipulation. And so basically, so Andrew was like, oh, you should hang out with Jaden more. I don't even think Andrew's his real name, but we'll just go along with it. And I was like, no, he tried to kill me on multiple occasions. Like, every day, Andrew. And he was like, nah, you just gotta hang out with him more. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. And Andrew kept pushing my, me being friends with Jaden. I was like, but yeah. So, Andrew wasn't exactly a good friend at all. If you're seeing this, I'm sorry, but it's true. You sucked. And, that's about it. And, basically, Jaden, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry. You can go die in a ditch. I hope you're in juvie.
Fuck you, Jaden.
Fuck you, Jaden. But have you had any experiences like that? Probably not.
What?
Have you had any things like that happen to you?
Yeah.
Well,
no. I mean, there was one time where I was chased home from school by some kids. But
what the heck?
Yeah,
happened?
do you remember?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, basically, yeah, I was chased by some kids. They actually, well, I don't really want to talk about it because it was like
traumatic.
Race involved.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, they called me white boy.
everyone in middle school always said I was like white and that I'm from like New York or Florida or something. I'm not white, or at least that white. When it comes to what part of quote unquote white I am, I'm Polish. I don't even come from the States.
Right, you are?
I'm born in America, but my heritage is nowhere near from America. I believe German. I'm also a bit Irish. I'm 20% Polish, and then I'm 50% Mexican.
Oh.
So everyone in middle school didn't believe me and just said I'm from like Florida. I am not from Florida.
Florida man.
Florida man. I haven't even been to Florida. So I don't know what they're getting that from. Florida. Apparently I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's even weirder because I have, my mom is from New York. She has a kind of New York accent. There's like two kinds of New York accents, which is one, the "Hey, I'm walking here," and two, just normal speaking but kind of fast and weird sounding.
I'm walking here.
I can do that. But I also picked up on that.
It.
But she has a kind that's just fast English that kind of sounds weird, and that's also the kind I have. My speech speed has gone a bit down, mostly because I've seen people that do not understand me one bit. So I have slowed down my talking speed quite a bit. So it still might be
when
quite
I was in like kindergarten through elementary school, I actually had a problem with stuttering.
I kind of have a problem with stuttering, not really.
Yeah, I would like stutter a lot.
Whoever invented the word stutter can go die.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, if you have a stutter, it's hard to say the word stutter. Because when I said, like, as you said, in kindergarten, and really only kindergarten and below, I also kind of had a stutter. And Crab still kind of has a stutter. It's not bad though, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah, probably same for me.
But whoever invented the word stutter can go die.
I'm pretty sure the person who invented the word stutter didn't actually invent stuttering.
No, I'm saying that because I'm not saying they invented stuttering. I'm saying whenever a person with a stutter says the word stutter, it's hard.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you have a stutter, it's kind of hard to say stutter because stuttering, you usually especially fall back on things like st or other things like sh, and or things like t's. And stutter is over here like I have two t's and an st. God damn.
Oh.
I think we should probably end this here, or the podcast here, mostly because it's been an hour and 11 minutes. Or at least before editing, yeah. It's been an hour and 11 minutes.
Hey, it's 2 a.m. for me, let's go.
What time?
Actually, it's 3 a.m.
Oh, it's 3 a.m. over here too. See ya everybody, welcome to the first episode of Hot Tea. I don't know why we called it that, we don't even talk about drama. But
yes. Also in the next episode, we're probably gonna be inviting Candace to the podcast too.
Candace? No. No.
Ask it. Who's Candace?
Who's Candace? Pretty god. High five.
I just screamed into the microphone.
All I heard was a faint and that's about it. But yeah.
I didn't even register.
We'll see you in the next episode of Hot Tea, everyone. The first episode was, I guess, school themed and drugs. But hope y'all have a good day, and see you later. We did not plan any of this.